What's up, everybody? This is Ambro, and today we are going to discuss the upcoming Nintendo Switch exclusive Pokemon Legends Arceus. There is a ton of hype surrounding this game, but also a lot of expectations that I think need to be kept in check. Pokemon Legends Arceus releases on January 28th, 2022, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch for the retail price of $59.99 US. Remember, if you like the video or find it informative, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help out the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if there are any games coming up in the near future that you would like to see me cover, please drop a comment down below or follow me on Twitter and discuss with me directly. We also have a Discord server if you'd like to hop in there. Also, we recently hit 250 subscribers on the channel. I know that that's a small milestone, but it is a milestone. Thank you so much for the continued love and support. I really appreciate it. So just a quick overview about the game. To quote the Pokemon Company, it's a bold new direction for the franchise which aims to, quote, honor past Pokemon games' core gameplay while infusing new action and RPG elements, end quote. This is definitely going to be a Pokemon game unlike any that we've seen before, and frankly, I'm here for it. The same tired old formula and constant remakes are definitely wearing on me. I know a lot of Pokemon fans are in their 30s or damn near close to it like myself, and really appreciate this change in approach. Anyway, here we go. Here are 7 things you need to know about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's start with number 1, which is the open world, or lack thereof. So this one is probably going to disappoint the most. I know it disappointed me, but this game is not open world. The marketing doesn't tell you that though, and it's why I put this point first and foremost. From what we're told, this game is going to operate a lot closer to something like Monster Hunter, where there are instance levels and excursions that you go through. You will operate out of a base of operations in the form of Jubilife Village. I'm just going to read off a statement that was provided by the devs so I don't mince words here. Quote, after receiving an assignment or a request and preparing for their next excursion, players will set out from the village to study one of the various open areas of the Hisui region. After they've finished the survey work, players will need to return once more to prepare for their next task, end quote. I don't know about you, but this comes as a disappointment to me personally. If you are excited about this, I am thrilled for you, but I was really hoping for a genuine, fully open world and explorable Pokemon game. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loves Monster Hunter. Look, for all I know, this turns out to be an amazing design choice and I love it, but just from my initial knee-jerk reaction, I can't help but be a tiny bit disappointed. Just so you're aware, as you are roaming the semi-open world, you as the player will be able to establish camps which will act as a temporary base to heal and gather yourself, as Pokemon centers are not yet a thing in this time period. If you take too much damage while roaming, you will respawn at a camp where you last rested. This game is set a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Set a long time ago in the Hisui region, or what will be known as the modern-day Sinnoh region, which is where the Diamond and Pearl games take place. First off, you decide your character first. You can either choose to play as a male or female, and whichever character you don't choose will become a supporting character in some capacity. The Hisui region itself is based on the Japanese highland Hokkaido, and is set in the feudal era, which is represented in the buildings that you can see, very much based on feudal era Japan. This is also taking place in a time period before the idea of being a Pokemon trainer and the Pokemon League even existed. So the end goal in this game is not like the traditional Pokemon experience. The goal isn't to become the ultimate Pokemon master, to get all 8 gym badges and have your rival say, "Smell you later." No. Your goal is actually to complete the first ever Sinnoh Pokedex. This means to research and discover Pokemon out in the wild, learn their habits, and frankly anything else you can learn. In this game, some of the general population is actually quite afraid of Pokemon and considers them dangerous. You are playing as a member of the Galaxy Expedition Team, and what I just described is your task. The Galaxy Expedition Team doesn't end there. The team is comprised of 3 departments, or corps as they're called. The Medical Corps, the Survey Corps, and the Security Corps. You are a member of the Survey Corps, and Captain Saline is the head of that corps. Another point to mention, Team Galactic patches have been spotted on the player's clothes, which has led to some interesting speculation. And as I just mentioned, the head of the team's name is Cyrel. And if you've played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, you'll know that the head of Team Galactic is named Cyrus. This could be entirely coincidental, but I just wouldn't take that bet. I think it would be really cool if they were connected in some way. The gameplay in Pokemon Legends Arceus is, without a doubt, probably the biggest departure from past entries. The devs appear to really have taken time to put some thought into how they want this game to play. Let's start with that open world point again, where it's more structured like Monster Hunter. If you've never played Monster Hunter, basically it works like this. You have a home base where you craft all of your materials, you heal, eat, set your gear, and so on. You then select an expedition from a menu with a specific target monster you are trying to hunt, and then you go into this pre-designated map. While that section in itself is wide open, it is not a seamless open world that lets you go from region to region. You basically have access to a chunk of the map, but not the entirety of what the game has to offer. As I mentioned before, Jubilife Village will act as your base, and you will start every expedition from there, where you will then receive and accept an assignment. You'll prep by crafting Pokeballs and whatever else you need to do. Once you are in the open world environment, it is implied that you'll be catching, battling, and observing Pokemon to fill out the Pokedex. We'll get to that in a little bit. You may have heard me mention in that last blurb, but yes, you will craft your own Pokeballs. You have to remember that this game takes place before people even conceived the idea of being Pokemon trainers. Pokemon were just Mons, I guess. Nothing more than wild animals, so to speak. Anyway, you will obtain materials to craft your own Pokeballs, which also tells us that material gathering will be another core function of the gameplay. How much crafting there is TBD, but this is what we have so far. Also, you do have the option to buy materials while in Jubilife Village. Now, once you are out in the world, catching Pokemon is going to be a little bit different from past games. There are actually a few outcomes here. As you've probably seen, the Pokemon can be seen out and about, similar to the Wild Zone in Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's no more walking around tall grass waiting for a random encounter. For most Pokemon, you'll simply be able to run or sneak up to them, throw a Pokeball, and catch them. However, the Pokemon will also exhibit various behaviors. Some are timid and will run from you, which will require you to sneak in the grass in order to get close enough to them. However, other Pokemon are going to be aggressive and you'll have to battle them before you can catch them. Speaking of battling, let's talk about that for a bit. Battling Pokemon is still going to be very similar to the way that it's always been, but there is a nice addition to the mechanics. Each move is now going to have two styles of moves, a strong style and an agile style. The strong style increases attack power at the cost of speed, while the agile style, it's the opposite. You will sacrifice power for speed, which may lead to attacking multiple times in a row. This is going to lead to some dynamic battles, and I think it's a really nice choice. Let's cover Traversal, because this is going to see a change from other entries as well. Again, while it's not a fully open world game, the environments are still large, and traversing it all on foot could get tedious or simply take too long. There are some pretty obvious Breath of the Wild influences in this game, from the graphics to the semi-open world itself. There are different mounts to help you along your journey. Being ripped straight out of the Breath of the Wild, you can now glide with the help of a Braviary. You can actually see in the trailer that the player can jump off the side of a cliff and start gliding, again, similar how you were able to do it in other games. To cross land, you can hop on the back of a Weirdeer, and to cross bodies of water, you can hop on the back of a Basculegion. And if you've never heard of either of these Pokemon, it's because they are exclusive to the Hisui region. Speaking of which, there are going to be Hisui variants and evolutions, such as the Hisui Growlithe or the Hisui Voltorb, which recently just got its own trailer. Going back to Traversal for just a second, character movement has seen a change here as well. It's spotted in the trailer the player actually being able to dodge roll, but also the player taking damage from a wild Pokemon before you're ever even able to send out your own Pokemon. Again, from what you're able to see, there are going to be multiple biomes throughout this game to keep things fresh. You'll see snowy areas, waterlogged regions, forests, desert, and more. A new Pokemon classification that we are seeing in the trailers are Noble Pokemon, which are special Pokemon, but they are not legendary, to be clear. We've actually referenced some of the Noble Pokemon before, as they were the mounts that you've seen throughout the trailers. Weirdeer, Basculegion, Braviary, and the newly revealed Cleaver. Cleaver and the other Noble Pokemon are in the care of Wardens. Wardens are simply there to protect these special Pokemon. Wardens are story characters that you will encounter as you play. They might ask you to quell the Pokemon in their care that have become enraged for reasons, or they may challenge you to a battle. The Wardens, as you've probably guessed, will also let you ride these nobles by using the Celestica Flute. Warden May or Warden Mai and her partner Munchlax look after Wyrdeer. Warden Iskin takes care of Basculegion. He doesn't like ghost-type Pokemon and is easily frightened. Warden Lian looks after Kleber and resides in the Obsidian Fieldlands, while Warden Arizu is a bit of a lone wolf and can be found handling all of her problems by herself. It's actually unknown at the time of the recording of this video who Arizu looks after. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, the game takes place in what will later become the Sinnoh region. However, your choice of starters is not going to be the choices you would expect. Instead, the 3 starters are Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. These Pokemon are from completely different generations, and it's a first for the series to give this a try. Also, staying on the topic of Pokemon for just a second, the Pokemon that you do capture in this game, because there are no computers or any sort of box system yet, your Pokemon will instead live in pastures, almost like a Pokemon farm. Just thought I'd call that out. I actually think it's a really cool thing to be able to see all of your Pokemon just standing out in the open. You know, instead of subjecting them to sit in a ball kept on a digital computer somewhere in cyberspace. This is one of the first Pokemon games where you're going to have a lot more control over how you, as the player, look. Within Jubilife Village, there are stores and crafting materials that will allow you to buy or make your own sets of clothes, which you can then don as you go about your adventure. On top of that, you'll even be able to go into a photo shoot with your favorite Pokemon to pose and snap some pics. It couldn't be me filling up my entire Switch storage with these photos. No, it's not possible. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it or find it informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help out the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Legends Arceus. Is this finally the sort of open world Pokemon game we've been waiting for? If there are any games coming out in the future that you would like to see me cover, please drop a suggestion in the comments. Reach out to me directly on Twitter or join our Discord server and talk to me directly. I'll catch you next time.